Good morning, this is Joanne from Colorado, and I knew this day would come. I just excitedly look for hummingbirds every single day, and so far today, I have not seen one hummingbird yet. It is afternoon, and the weather's nice. Well, thankfully I've been able to pause my camera, but I just have a sneezing attack of some kind of allergies. Anyways, it's looking pretty out here today. The temperature is wonderful, but the temperature did drop down to 39 degrees the night before last, which is making some fall colors start to turn yellow around here and reds. And let's see, yeah, the reds are in the neighbor's tree over the back fence. It's a red maple. They are very pretty. Anyways, the other birds have been kind of laid back today too, and haven't really seen a lot of them most of the morning. I have butterflies all over the place today. Got a towel hanging up there. My one sunscreen didn't block it, so I had to block the sun out of my eyes this morning so I could see something. We are still on the job hunt for my husband, but anyway, I am thankful. This has been my office while I search online for jobs for him. You can see how many butterflies there are, which is interesting because I just don't see many movies of monarchs. Anyways, I have seen them all over the zinnias for sure. Some of them on the flowers over the fence there. But mostly the zinnias are covered with them. And, well, there's a bunch of them up that way. And I don't know. I know they go somewhere else. They have their own migration. I'm not sure exactly all the details on them. If somebody wants to enlighten me, I can pass on the information. In the meantime, we have a lot of bees in the yard and a lot of butterflies and no hummingbirds today so far. Day is not over yet, but usually by now, with all these flowers and feeders, if there is a hummingbird somewhere in the area, usually by now I would have seen it. Doesn't mean they're not still traveling through, so I will still keep up my feeders. Keep changing them, make sure that their sugar nectar is good when they come to get it. If they're thirsty, I want them to get a good drink of something good, not... My family went on a vacation, I don't know, for weeks, probably a month plus. And you know how you grow up and whatever water you're used to drinking as a kid, you just think it's good water. And after driving all over the country and drinking the thick, slippery water that was down the lower east coast, and I just wondered what was in that water. Anyways, when we got home, we had an old guy that was watering our plants. So supposedly they were using the water on a regular basis, but the town I lived in Montana the water would literally turn your dishes the rusty color of orange from an A&W restaurant. If you just left it in the dishpan for a little bit, a few blocks lower down the street from my house. Anyways, our house wasn't quite that bad, but I later lived down the hill a little ways, and my dishes turned the color of an A&W. Anyways, the orange in a few months. And so when I got home from that vacation, I ran in the house, turned on the faucet, stuck a glass under there, and got the first water that had been in those pipes for months. Took a big drink thinking, oh man, this is going to be some water I love. Well, just suffice it to say, after choking and gasping, I realized that it didn't taste a whole lot better than all that other water, but maybe worse. Because it'd been sitting there rusting for a couple months. But anyway, I don't want to do that to the hummingbirds. I want them, if they come to a feeder and they are thirsty from a long trip, that when they take a good drink, it's going to taste really good to them. You know, like a fresh Starbucks coffee or something when you're traveling down the road and you've been out of states where they don't have Starbucks, and you finally get a chance. And yes, there are places, maybe not the whole state, but you can drive for hundreds and hundreds of miles across Wyoming and other places, and there are no Starbucks there. To find a town where there is one, or a Taco John's to me, is the highlight of my drive. So I'm always eager to stop and get a good drink of something I recognize the flavor of, and art franchise is great. Anyways, those hummingbirds, they deserve a franchise everywhere they go, where they can go have a big drink when they are thirsty from traveling, and it will measure up to all their expectations with no regrets. Anyways, you have a great day. I have got some chores to do, and I am looking forward to, let's see, I was trying to think of what kind of birds come through the yard. The cedar waxwings. The crab apples are on all the trees, and they are ready. And usually every year they come through and have a whole bunch of crab apples on their way migration. And there's another beautiful bird that has a really pretty song. Bright yellow, some really vibrant red and orange on its head and chest. Anyways, gorgeous birds that usually come through for the crab apples. I have not seen the last bird, and I cannot remember what it's called. The cedar waxwings, more of them stop in the spring when they're going back north. I'm sorry, I'm watching all these butterflies and trying to catch up with them, and Yeah, they just fly the other direction. But anyway, they are everywhere. So I am waiting and happily looking forward to seeing some other birds that migrate through. If you know of any that are expected anywhere in Colorado where I can find some rare birds that we don't get to see that are beautiful, let me know. I love bluebirds too, but man, you gotta go up to the mountains to see them, and just don't see many of them right here, even though I'm a few miles from where they hang out all year. But I will go get my chores done, and I will be checking the backyard, and I could possibly miss some hummingbirds, but this might be the date that I have to say all the hummingbirds are gone from my yard this year. Hoping I'm wrong, but with the temperature dropped down to 39 degrees the night before last, man, I opened up the bathroom window upstairs and I take the screen out so I can photograph my hummingbirds in the morning out the window. But boy, could sure see my breath out there. It was that kind of cool that you know fall is here. Some of these plants look like they are just through blooming, and some of them will put out a whole lot more blooms again. Those bubblegum petunias, usually there's a wall of flowers this time of the year. I don't know whether it's not enough water, whether it's too much, but I miss seeing all those pink blooms over there. Anyway, I have enjoyed a lot of flowers this year. So for now, we will get back to work, and I'll keep my eyes open. I'll let you know if I'm wrong about the hummingbirds. But the ones that were here in this yard, I believe they have all moved on. So I know they have, or they would have been here earlier today, because this is where they come for eating and food. And well, shoot, if nobody came to the table when you made dinner at your house, you'd go, I must be the only one here, because if your kitchen's like mine, people come find it when they get up in the morning. So have a great day, and I guess we will be looking forward to fall and winter birds and other migrators. Huh. I just saw the whole bush over there jump, but I think I got a big grasshopper on it, not hummingbirds. Yeah, I don't see any over there. A big grasshopper or something just shook the whole bush. Anyways, you have a great day. I will be back with more birds and maybe some more hummingbirds. Don't know what kind or where they'll be from, but maybe some more later. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.